Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hi-ho, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's episode 444, 444, that's right. March 23rd, 22nd, 2023, 8:10 p.m. Watching AEW Dynamite right now. Here's the fun part about those. Here's what's going down, I should say. What went down to kick off Dynamite. The Young Bucks were brutally attacked to the point where they had to be taken out on the stretchers and going to the hospital. Now Kenny Omega wants to know and wants some answers, but at the same time, Don Callis is trying to calm him down, saying, "Listen, you got a matchup. We got to get to the matchup." And then Adam Page kind of looked and said, "I'll go with them." So Adam Page went with the Young Bucks to the hospital. So, and because of the fact that Kenny Omega's got a match against El Hijo del Vikingo, supposedly a dream matchup. So we'll see, and so that's going on. Also, what's happening right now? A trios matchup. The international champion of AEW, Orange Cassidy, teaming up with Darby Allin and the Icon and WWE Hall of Famer Sting to take on the team of the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford in their corner. So right now the match is still going on, and it looks like Kip Sabian and his team are dominating the matchup right now with Darby Allin ring. Later on tonight, the AEW World Tag Titles are on the line. Top Gun's defending it against Top Flight, while Jon Moxley takes on Hangman Adam Page, and Sky Blue takes on the lovely Toni Storm of the Outcasts. So a lot of matches are happening. We'll be hearing from Adam Cole, and really excited. So this is a good matchup, as you know. WrestleMania season is right around. WrestleMania is right around the corner, as you know. A week from this coming Saturday, it is, and that will be before I get on vacation. That's right. I'm really excited about my vacation. It's just basically, again, a formality of using up the hours before I lose them, before my hire date, which was May 1st back in 2010. That's 13 years ago. I just realized, too, and I did not even notice it, that Pressure Luck will be celebrating 40 years this year. I forgot about that because I know it debuted in 1983. Also, 30 years will be Power Rangers. I got to renew my Netflix because I want to watch the Once and Always episode of Power Rangers. So I'm really excited about that. So we're gonna get back to the match. Get back to the action here as the trios match continues. All right. So I'll tell you the results of that matchup and whatever comes up after that. All right. The result of that trios matchup: Sting, Darby Allin, and Orange Cassidy won with Sting's Scorpion Death Drop on Mr. Kip Sabian. And then MJF from last week was very ticked off about how he got embarrassed at the Rebar Mitzvah. And he said, "You know what? You guys are going to have to earn your shots at my goal." And, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin says, "All right, that's fine. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that title off of you." And that's what they all just said, basically, at that point. So, I say, if I was commissioner, I say, you know what, I'm putting them three boys inside that match. I don't care if they didn't earn it. To me, they have earned their shot. They have earned their keep. They have paid their dues. Not like you don't run. You may be the world champion, but you're not running AEW. I'm the commissioner. I call the shots. So that's why what it said, and said all three men will defend. But I'll tell you what, we'll make it easier for you. Make it an elimination match. I've always liked me nicknamed the Eliminator. I make it an elimination match. And that's why I would say. Where AEW's, because while Sting and Orange Cassidy were celebrating, Orange Cassidy gave the shades to Sting, and Sting's acting like Orange Cassidy, which I think is pretty cool. Darby Allin is fixated on Double or Nothing, the event happening in May. So this is going to be very interesting, to say the least. I'm looking forward to it. Next up will be the AEW World Tag Team titles on the line as the Guns, the Sons of Billy Gunn. That would be Austin and Colton Gunn, or as I like to call, Dan Haslam likes to call them, Ass Boys. Hey, Ass Boys. Hey, guys. Hey, Jay Crosser. Ask Mines. Yes, I'm Danhausen. I don't know why Danhausen get well. He had an injury. He's going to try to recuperate, and he'll be back. We miss you, Danhausen, because you're one of the funniest dudes ever. Danhausen, yes. Ask Mines. Ask Mines. Well, I'm going to miss that goofy looking demon in that ring. He'll be recovering. He'll be back. So that match is coming up next. So 2 sets of brothers battling it up for the tag team titles. We've seen this many times before, you know. So I'm really excited. So it's a rarity. It's a rarity to see 2 sets of brother teams going after for the belts. You had, but lots of sets of brothers have won tag team championships. You look at that, Goldust and Cody Rhodes. Dustin and Cody Rhodes, I should say. They won the tag team titles as brothers. The Usos, obviously, the Steiner brothers. I'm trying to go down the list of real-life brother teams. I know Ray and Dominic, the first father-son team to capture WWE Tag Team Gold. So this is an interesting situation, to say the least. So let's go back to the action. All right, now the history of the Kenny Omega Vikingo matchup. It was supposed to happen in 2021. But what happened was Kenny Omega injured to the point where he had to be out for a year and was unable to defend the Mega's championship. So that's why this match that dream match will be happening tonight. Here, the AEW World Tag Team title on the line. 2 sets of brothers going at it. The Guns, Austin and Colton, and they were chanting "Ass Boys," which I think is pretty funny. Going up against Top Flight. Another brother team I forgot to mention, the Young Bucks. They are former AEW World Tag Team Champions, former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champs as well. So, you're talking about, and the Hardys, Hardy Boys. You can't forget the Hardys. You cannot forget the Hardys, man. And a lot of brother tag teams in professional wrestling. I do like the Briscoe brothers. There was another one. Not just Mark and the late great Jay, God rest your soul, but Jerry and Jack and the late great Jack Briscoe, God rest their soul too. Obviously somebody's going to be commenting, what about the Beverly Brothers? They're not actually real brothers, so don't worry about it. So this is going to be interesting match so far. The Guns are in control of this matchup against Top Flight for the AEW World Tag Team titles. As you know, Stu Grayson going one-on-one with Jon Moxley. They're saying that the Blackpool Combat Club has something to do with the attack on the Young Bucks. I would not be surprised. I know they've been going at it for a long time. So Blackpool Combat Club's got more of a killer instinct and more of a meaner attitude than ever before. So I wouldn't be surprised that the Blackpool Combat Club was behind it because of the fact that Moxley and Adam Page had that rivalry. So you got that going. So who knows what's going to happen from here? And I got to tell you, going to be a heck of a matchup. To say the least, right now is a heck of a matchup between 2 brother teams that. They should know each other very well as far as both brothers. They know what the other brother's thinking. So, like I said, sometimes they think alike, know alike, and everything else, especially if they're twins. But the fact of the matter is this is going to be crazy, to say the least. And, so, chips. All right, we're going to go back to the tag team title match. Alrighty then. The Guns did retain their tag team titles thanks to the Kingdom. That would be the team of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett attacking Darius Martin at ringside. And it looks like the rivalry from Ring of Honor, that would be with Top Flight spilling over to Dynamite. FTR comes out. Hey, we just want to talk. And we just want to talk. And here's the deal. Guns says, hey, there's nothing you can offer us to get us in a match with you. And so, Cash Wheeler had some ideas about, we're never going to team again. We'll never get a shot at the belts. No. So, anyways, they issued, then Dax Harwood says, okay, here's the deal. We lose the match, we'll quit AEW. And there's been rumors going around where when that match will happen. I don't know if it's going to be a double or nothing. That would have been appropriate, but it all depends of what the contract with AEW FTR has, and if this happens, let's say a few days before WrestleMania, we might see them possibly make their return after WrestleMania. Could be if this match even happens before WrestleMania. But if it happens at Double or Nothing, obviously they won't be making their post WrestleMania return to the ring. So in the WWE. But however, that couldn't happen. Who knows when that match will happen? Also, so Renee Paquette interviewed Jay Cargill, who's upset that Taya Valkyrie came busting in, and also using her move they call it Jaded. And I knew Smart Mark Sterling was going to do this, and he said, "Oh, you're gonna cease and desist on the move. You can't use the Jaded." She calls it the road to Valhalla, dummy. Oh, Jay Cargill. Jay Cargill and Smart Mark Sterling are two people sharing one brain. They don't realize that Taya Valkyrie did that move before freaking Jay Cargill even thought of it. And that would be, and I don't know how stupid they are doing that. And Layla Gray says she's going to send the cease and desist to them Friday. You mean Saturday? You mean Saturday, sister? Those three, I'm telling you, it's like, oh my gosh. Can anybody just Saturday night special? All right, because the NCAA tournament. Boy, you all three of them are right full of dumb. You got Jay Cargill and Smart Mark Sterling think that Taya Valkyrie was using her move. No. And Layla Gray says Friday. It's Saturday, sister. Okay. We're going to be hearing from Adam Cole, and that's coming up right now. Alrighty then. This is it gets even more hilarious. The no DQ match between Hook and Stokely Hathaway. He tried to get out of it by saying, "I'm retiring today. I'm not medically cleared to compete." Doug Simpson, right? I got a doctor's note, right? He looks at Hook, and then they open it up. He looks at Bryce Hunter. With all reduced, sir. With all due respect, it's a receipt. Not a doctor. I'm like, what's he doing? And Bryce Redford tore up the note, rang the bell, and Hook up and beat the crowd. He tried to run away like a scared, scalded dog. And Hook caught up with him, beat the snot out of him. Instead of pinning him, he put him in the red room. So a sleeper hold and beat him. And he was out of it. He won. So Hook won the match. And the firm, Ethan Page, Lee Moriarty, and Isaiah Cassidy and Matt Hardy will watch it. It was the funniest. Hook got Stokely Hathaway got his butt I can't take it. Stokely Hathaway's hilarious. And he's quoting lines from Tupac. It's like he's the urban version of Gold Dust. Now Gold quotes movie lines. Dude, Stokely Hathaway, the love child of Charles Barkley and Kevin Hart. And he quotes lines from hip-hop albums. And Stokely Hathaway's a weird dude. I love him. And so, just wait and see if I can regain my composure here. It was too funny. That I'm starting to laugh. Adam Cole did address the Kansas City crowd about his in-ring return next week. Who is his opponent going to be? Then Daniel Garcia comes out, has the gall to interrupt Adam Cole. And Adam Cole says, "You know what? You and I can go next week. It's on." So, Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole, first time, going to be a heck of a matchup. Alex Marvez is going to interview Kenny Omega. Don Callis has said, "Hey, listen, you want a scoop? Here's your scoop. Kenny Omega's back in singles competition. Vikingo. It's going to be a dream matchup. It's going to be blowing off the roof." So, and he kicked him out, kicked Alex Marvez out. And right now we're looking at John Moxley of the Blackpool Combat Club going one-on-one with Stu Grayson. And that's where we're going to be at right now. And so I'm going to get back to the action, and I will tell you the results of that matchup and whatever happens afterwards. We still have yet to see Sky Blue going one-on-one with the lovely, the gorgeous, the curvaceous, the voluptuous, the scrumptious, lovely Toni Storm from of the Outcasts. So we still got that match, and then Omega Vikingo in the main event. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what happens in this matchup. Well, that matchup between Jon Moxley and Stu Grayson is over. Moxley won with the Avalanche Death Rider, and now Dark Order came in the ring to make sure that Blackpool Combat Club does not attack, but the Blackpool Combat Club decided to walk away from that. And Renee Paquette was interviewing Ricky Starks about Juice Robinson, and issued a challenge to Juice Robinson for AEW Rampage. I'm telling you, Ricky, you should start something with Toni Storm. I mean, she is married to Juice Robinson, and that's probably going to get him to fight you and get Juice Robinson to beat the crap out of you, to beat you in the ring. I like you, Ricky Starks, man. So speaking of Toni Storm, the lovely, gorgeous, voluptuous, curvaceous, and scrumptious Toni Storm of the Outcast will be facing Sky Blue next here on AEW Dynamite. Can't wait to see that matchup. And according to a lot of wrestling fans, it seems like Sky Blue is about as curvaceous as Toni Storm. So, the the matchup of curvaceous babes, as they say. So let's see what happens in that matchup coming up next, and I will get you the results of that matchup, and whatever happens after that. All right. QTV once again did a great job with another segment with the next chapter for Powerhouse Hobbs, and it stars QT Marshall. I thought I'd call him QT Farm Marshall Bill, Aaron Solo, a.k.a. Bailey's former fiance, and another lovely, gorgeous, beautiful woman from Australia, Harley freaking Cameron. Zion Quinn, my hat is off to you, my man. I'm telling you, between Harley Cameron and Toni Storm, I'd marry an Australian babe. Let's be honest, probably have both. If you get Harley Cameron's DNA and Toni Storm's DNA, mix them up, boom. Give me a hot Australian woman any day of the week, man. Let me tell you. And it ain't just the accent either. Let me tell you. This match is going on right now. Toni Storm has complete control over Sky Blue. And Toni Storm's still looking gorgeous than ever. Oh, boy. Lord have mercy on my soul. Forgive me, Lord. Let me tell you. Anyway, so we're gonna go back to the matchup and see what happens. And then I think the main event, Kenny Omega versus El Hijo del Vikingo. That match was supposed to happen a couple years ago, but Kenny Omega was hurt, was out for a year. Now, since he's recovered, that's the way it's going to go. Alrighty then, so we'll get back to the matchup, and I'll tell you the results of that matchup and all other events happening. Oh, by the way, AEW Rampage will be on Saturday night, 10/9 Central. I think it's because, look at that gorgeous smile on Miss Storm. Anyways, 10/9 Central on TNT this Saturday, because possibly due to the NCAA. So I'll get back to you as soon as this match is. I'll get back to you for the next commercial break. All right, the main event is coming up next. Reminder that Rampage is moving to because of the NCAA tournament that's been going on. Is a special start time Saturday at 10/9 Central, which is a good thing. I like the idea. Sharon Ozzy's still together? Anyways, which is a good thing. So there's that. The TNT title will be on the line. Powerhouse Subs to defend against Penta El Zero Miedo. And then you got Layla Gray taking on Taya Valkyrie. That'll be an interesting match. Declane taking on the Kingdom. Jake Hager taking on Brody King. And here once again, Juice Robinson accepts Ricky Starks' challenge. So, and more matches for Dynamite though. Adam Cole and going one-on-one Daniel Garcia. That will be next Wednesday. It's made official. and more matches announced from this Saturday's Rampage. So Saturday night, late Saturday night. Forget SNL. Watch some AEW Rampage. So excellent. So coming up next is the main event. Like I said, Kenny Omega. Before we can, I keep forgetting stuff. Tony Storm once again picked up the victory over Sky Blue. Excuse me, I almost caught myself there. The lovely, gorgeous, curvaceous, and voluptuous Tony Storm. Juice Robinson, my hat's off to you, sir, for marrying that girl. Beat Sky Blue. They were about to spray paint her until Willow Nightingale and Riho, for a little lady holding that big, heavy, large metal pipe, man. She's a strong woman. Gotta give the lady a lot of credit. She's been working out. Then, while Stu Grayson was getting checked out by medical doctors, the Blackpool Combat Cloud attacks him and the doctor. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, are you freaking seriously? So, it seems like to me, this is going to be bowling shoe ugly between the Dark Order and the Blackpool Combat Club. But until then, we get the main event. El Hijo del Vikingo to face Kenny Omega coming up next. So we'll see what happens at the main event. And I will get back to you after the main event's over. Well, like I said before, the main event is happening right now. In fact, Vikingo was going off on Kenny Omega before the bell even rang. Heck of a matchup. Now, usually Don Callis is color commentating with the three gentlemen, Excalibur, Taz, and Tony Schiavone, but he said this is a very important matchup. He's staying at ringside. So Don Callis is a decent mind for the wrestling business too. But the fact of the matter is that he's staying at Kenny Omega's corner. So, and El Hijo del Vikingo, dude can move. Dude can fly. The dude can do everything, man. And I'll tell you one thing. Threw Kenny Omega through a loop, dude. And I'll tell you something, man. This is going to be a heck of a matchup. Either way. This has been a great match. Been a great Dynamite. And we shall see what has happened. And I want to get back to you the result of this matchup and to end the video. So, right now, I'm going to get back to watching the matchup, and we'll give you the rest of the report to finish it off. What a matchup that was between El Hijo del Vikingo and Kenny Omega, with Omega getting the victory via the One-Winged Angel. Blackpool Combat Club, who's been causing a lot of trouble for the Elite, attacked Kenny Omega, but then Hangman Adam Page came back, pulled up in a ambulance, and decided and grabbed a 2x4. Went to go with some nails at the end of it. Went to go after Blackpool Combat Club. Chased him out of the ring. And then I think Don Callis was trying to stop him or something like that. And Adam Page kind of like pushed him down, kind of like shoved him aside. And then Don Callis fell. Kenny Omega kind of recovered, saw what was going on. He thought Adam Page did something. A lot of miscommunication between the two gentlemen. And who knows for sure. So that is something to... the more questions than answers. Whose side, Kenny Omega's got to look back at the tape and think about this and say, oh, okay. So we'll see what happens next week on AEW Dynamite. Let you know, again, the Rampage will start Saturday night at 10 due to the NCAA tournament that's been going on as of late. And I'm kind of looking forward next week. Like I said, opening day for baseball. Really excited about that. And everything else in between, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait for that. Well, that's all the time we have on the show, on this episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 444, Triple Fours. We're talking about the AEW Dynamite Event Center for the 22nd of 2023. I will see you on the next episode of the show. And until that next episode comes rolling around, God bless you guys. And Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.